What up, world? What up, family? It's your boy Mac. Stay Ready Boxing TV coming at you with another episode of Ringside Views, and I got my family Act Reacher 45 and from the north side, Odd Fella. What's going down, fellas?
And y'all know what it is. It's your favorite, yet your most hated Odd Fella. Salute to the usual suspects. You know, dig. My favorite spawn partner, Stay Ready Boxing TV. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man,
Mac forced me to do this, y'all. Mac forced me to do this, y'all.
The lies being told on the beautiful man.
Nah, but salute to the band of brothers. You know how we doing it. You know how we giving it up. Y'all know the vibes.
So I guess we can start off with no time Thurman, since that's the oldest news. And we can talk about that till people start following in because ain't nobody in yet. We still waiting. I know the notifications got sent out.
I'm tired of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Matter of fact, let me harp on that real quick.
All right. Well,
for all y'all know what Keith Thurman, you may be new to this. You wasn't around when this got introduced. I'm Judge Galvatron. Nice to meet you. You know what this is for? People that think that he should just shoot in front and get this fight with Earl Spence when he was acting like Earl Spence couldn't tie up his shoestring, that's crazy to me. I know a lot of people are saying like, why wouldn't you want Earl to go in there and just beat his ass? This is that and the third. No, that's not how it worked. He get his ass beat, but he get a bag. He should not be rewarded. Point blank and period. You know what he could do though? To get that shot and make me believe that he gonna let his nuts drag again, he could fight Kell Brook. Kell Brook called his bluff. Fight Kell Brook, beat Kell Brook, then I want to see you against Earl. I think that's fair. I don't care what that's what we charging you with, Keith. We charging you to fight Kell Brook. You fight Kell Brook and win, you got definitely a frontline argument. I ain't even gonna lie. First entry, nigga, on some military shit. First entry type shit. You get for Earl Spence after the Danny Garcia business gets settled. That's how I feel like we should do that there. We can't just be rewarding people, man, and they be losing and be falling off and stuff. No, I gotta bang the gavel. No. That's not how we giving it up. That's not how we giving it up. Your ass is to fight Kell Brook. That's perfect. That's beautiful. I couldn't have scripted it better myself, Matt. Could you, Jay Stills? Could you, Matt? Like, that's beautiful. Beat him, and then to me, that would be better. That's my closing argument. That'd at least be better for you to fight her.
The court must show my client leniency.
Whoa!
Must show my client leniency because though my client sometimes acts like a diva.
Overruled, but keep making.
Sometimes acts like a diva. He only has that one loss against a living legend. One loss against a living legend, and we're ready to throw him away, the former unified champion, and talk about rewards. You know what I mean?
So now, because you do good,
the Kell Brook talk, we are entertaining the Kell Brook talk. In fact, my client wants to go overseas to the UK, you know what I mean, to dust up, as they say in the UK, in Sheffield with Kell Brook. My client is under talks. We entertaining those talks. So don't worry, judge. Don't worry, prosecution. Stay ready. You know what I mean? Because we on the job. We trying to get that bag. You know what I mean? We trying to get that last bag so we can go into the flute business. You know what I mean? The Thermonite flute business. Blow whistles. That's what we doing. You know what I mean? And then it's out the business. You know what I mean? Me and the wifey, and we good to go. You know what I mean? This is my client right here. We talking about this is real life. You know what I mean? So just leave it at that. You know, Kell Brooks the target. I know we've been talking a little reckless. Well, my client's a smart guy. Keith Thurman, he's a smart guy. He's looking at the numbers in the states, particularly Florida. You know what I mean? He's looking at Texas, and the COVID numbers are going up. You know what I mean? They're going up. So what we do when the COVID numbers are going up, I got to keep my client got a little bit more Corona courage. So he talks that shit a little bit. You know what I mean? So now, you know what I mean? We could talk to Errol Spence like that and act like we want that fight. You know what I mean? So I told him to do that. I told him to do that.
So you
I told him to clout chase a little bit. You need to get your name up. You need to get your numbers up, Keefy Pooh. So you need to do that.
On the courage.
I gotta object on that.
Hold on. Before we go, let me go ahead because the chat that came in. Shout out to Hustler Slim in the building. 503 level. Jay Cooley, Big LT, Omega Red, Winston Lee. Shaquille came in the building. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. I gotta get that video for you, Supreme Beast. I'm gonna have it after the show. Remind me, send me another link to remind me to send you that video after the show. Man, I want everybody in my chat to wish Supreme Beast happy 1 year anniversary on the show. Everybody, I need that to wish Supreme Beast Boxing a happy anniversary on the show in the chat and the guys on the panel. And shout out to Jared 011 Green in that super chat said, "What's up with it? Stay ready, man. Salute to you coming through in that super chat." But man, in my heart,
hey, hold on right quick, man. I like your new profile picture, brother. What you holding right there? That's an AR?
Yeah, that's a 300 blackout AR-15.
Oh yeah, I like that thing, man.
22-inch barrel.
Yeah, and real quick, I want to say, man, happy anniversary, man, to the Supreme Beast Boxing Team, man, aka the Supreme Boxing Team. That's what I like to call them, man. My boy Cadillac Red, Deuce Chisel, Ask Mo Questions. My boy Mighty Mo, man. Them boys out there DMV doing their thing, man. They got a real good channel. I know Cadillac Red had wanted everybody to try to make videos, man. I just ain't had time, man. But when I do my live streams, I'm gonna give y'all boys a shout out, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But happy anniversary to y'all, man. For real.
Shout out to the whole clique. It started with us only knowing Cadillac Red, but now we know the whole clique. Salute to the whole family at Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Shout out to y'all and happy anniversary, my brother.
Yep.
Now, and shout out to the Black Banner just come through. Him and DB gonna always be here. I know DB gonna slide through in a little bit. I'm a California cuzzo, but you know. But man, so before I go and give my piece, speak my 2 cents, I'm gonna let 503 go and speak because I haven't heard him say nothing about no time. Well, let me read this super chat from Omega Red. He said, "Mac, you build guns." He said, "Thinking about doing that." Yeah, I built that AR of mine. Started just go get your lower registered. You can buy the lowers already put together, or you can buy them without the trigger. I suggest you buy it without the trigger because that way, if you decide to put a binary trigger on it, which I suggest before they ban them, to go ahead and get you a binary trigger, put on your AR, and then you can go ahead and put your upper and build your upper and start that way. So, yeah, we'll have to chop it up. You got my IG. Hit me on IG. But 503, what's your thoughts on No Time Thurman and the situation at hand?
My, man, have the tables have turned. And look who eating steak and lobster and who eating ramen noodles, baby. Oh, man. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is what God had in store for Keith Thurman and Earl Spence this whole entire time. The boxing gods as well. I mean, we all know the story, man. Like, I don't have to go deep into deep detail, man. You know what I'm saying? To sum it all up, man, Keith Thurman wants to be champ again. He wants those $1 million paydays again. He wants to be the main attraction because let's just be real. if Keith Thurman ain't fighting Sean Porter or Danny Garcia or uh, a Terrence Crawford or somebody like that, you could put this nigga on the undercard, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Um, but you know, Al Hammond has always put Keith Thurman in position. You know what I'm saying? Because Keith Thurman stayed down. He was one of the first guys to jump down with Al Hammond when they first left Golden Boy and stuff. So, you know, he put Keith in position to become a champion, just like he did all his fighters that stayed down with him. You know what I'm saying? So I think for the most part, Keith Thurman he sees what Earl is getting, man, and he want that. But I think Earl is on a way more bigger level than Keith Thurman will ever be. You know what I'm saying? But for him to say, come and fight me or get out the division, my nigga, who the fuck is you
Hold on,
to
hold
even?
on. Before you continue with that, his last comments was said Earl Spence can't leave the division without fighting him.
Yeah, objection in the court, nigga.
He came back and corrected those comments, and he said he can't leave the division without fighting him. So.
Okay, well, yeah, what an article I read from Boxing Scene, I had posted it on my IG. Okay, appreciate you for correction. Look at this nigga. This motherfucking me, yellow fucking lawyer caping for motherfucking me, his boy. He got his cape on today. But anyways, nah, nigga, I'm not done, nigga. I'm not done. Let the young lion cook, and you will have the floor, sir. Anyways, like I was saying, this nigga should have been fought Earl Spence, bro. Me and Act, we gonna bang the gavel on you niggas every fucking time, bro. That's why. Hold on. That's why we always say, man, if you can make the fights when these dudes is up and coming, make the fights, bro. It's just that simple, and we wouldn't even have this to talk about, bro.
Facts.
We wouldn't have this to talk about. You know, if Keith Thurman would have fought Earl Spence on fucking Mayweather undercard, when the man offered the WBC title, he said, I will give up my belts for y'all to fight. And what did Keith Thurman bitch ass do? Oh man, if I'm gonna fight Earl Spence, man, I'm gonna need $10 million. Come on, bro. Come on, man. You can't justify that, bro. You can't.
My client feels just as me. My client feels that the money was there. It's all right. It's all right for Broner to ask for 10 M's. It's all right for Broner to ask for 10 M's. And my light skinned brother can't ask for what kind of caste system are we running on this panel? What kind of racist caste system are we running on this panel where my light skinned brother can't get no 10 mil?
Wait a minute. Can
I please finish, sir? Can I rebuttal him? And I promise you, I'm gonna
finish your closing argument.
I'm gonna give the mic, man. I don't like hogging the mic. I'm not trying to be long with it. I just came in. I know my brother A. Mahari just came in. What's good with it, big little bro? I just want to say this, and I'm gonna let whoever stay ready to get a mic so they can have it. Keith Thurman ain't no motherfucking Adrian Broner. He'll never be Adrian Broner. He'll never be Earl Spence. He'll never be Deontay Wilder, and I'm gone.
Shout out to G5 Gabe in that super chat. Say salute, stay ready, 503 line. At all right, fella in the chat, fam, man. Salute to you. And shout out to Andrew Kanu in the chat. Hustler Slim that came through. Man, we starting to get a full house, man. 16 in the building, man. I appreciate. I mean, Andrew Charles, not Kanu. My bad. But you know, everybody's starting to slide through. I appreciate everybody coming in and fucking with your boy. And Mahari, I know you got a lot to say, but don't say too much because I got a lot of topics to get to, and they already arguing. You see, it's going to be a hot show, and then we got to get the L5 player. Appreciate L5 player. Appreciate y'all for coming through. So Mahari, go ahead and shoot your shot and get your shit.
First of all, I'd like to say, salute, stay ready. Thank you for sending me the link. Salute to you, brothers. Salute everybody in the chat. I got one thing to say for Alabama. Your boy Keith Thurman getting the letter shot from me every single fucking time on site, nigga. I'm telling y'all right now, this dude right here is the biggest piece of load of crap I ever heard in my life, bro. This dude, oh my God. This dude right here, man. This dude is capping hard right now, y'all. Do y'all understand what's going on right here? Do y'all understand what's going on around this motherfucker? All right? This dude right here is trying to cap so hard to get a fight with Earl Spence Jr. Knowing the damn fact that he had opportunity after opportunity to get in the ring with Earl Spence Jr. when he had them damn belts. And what he decided to do? Oh, I can't do it. My shoulder hurts. Oh my God, my elbow hurt. Oh, you need to pay me $10 million so I can fight Earl Spence Jr. Man, fuck Keith Thurman. Fuck all y'all motherfuckers that's supporting this dude, bro. This dude has been a lame from the beginning, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, this dude is a straight up lame. Lame, I tell you. You know what I'm saying? If I had the gavel right now of Mr. Act Region 45, I'd be banging the gavel on this motherfucker for all of the bullshit he be saying in this mug. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Objection.
Man, man, fuck your objections. Fuck all y'all objections and all of this motherfucker. Go ahead, man.
Omega Red said Abraham Sharpies right now.
Man, fuck y'all objections. Fuck all y'all arguments. This dude Keith Thurman is capping, bro. And where my man Gil Cole's at? Where he at, man? Where this dude at? Where he at?
I ain't seen Gil Coles in so long. He's still around?
I don't know, man. But where my man Gil Cole at?
He paying his dues, you know what I mean? He paying his dues to Keith Thurman. He got me paying, you know what I mean, vanilla envelopes over to me. You know what I mean? That's why I'm caping. That's why I'm repping. You know what I mean? The representative in replacement for Gil Cole.
Your man Keith Thurman is gonna get the letter
nigga,
every time.
Nigga, turn off the camera. Nigga, turn off the camera, because we've been seeing what your 1-2 look like. We've been seeing what your 1-2 look like on the heavy bag, and
Man,
it's pretty weak, dog. It's pretty weak. You know what I mean? You need to work on that, family. You need to work on that shit.
Hey.
Looking like Stephen A. Smith in this bitch.
Hey, I could punch harder than Stephen A. Smith. You understand what I'm saying? And you need to understand. You need to stop smoking off the weed, though, man. He'd be like, "Hey, Keith Thurman is still the shit." No, he ain't, motherfucker. He ain't shit. He never was shit. You understand? Now I'll pass out the mic. I'm gonna pass out the mic for now. I'm watching.
Relax, Abel. And I mean, my client was the former unified champion. He didn't watch the division. He didn't watch the division, but he definitely rinsed some of the key players. You know what I mean? Lest we forget, Sean Porter was rinsed. Lest we forget, Danny Garcia was rinsed all before, you know what I mean, EJ did it. You know what I mean? So let's show some respect. Let's show some respect to my client here. You know what I mean? Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? He's still in the upper echelon. I know he's been ducking fades, but you know what I mean? We still have to give him his respect and his credibility. He says he wants that smoke. You know what I mean? Let's roll it up for him. Let's roll it up for him and get him the fuck out of here. Because, like I said, we want to go into the flute business. Thermonite flutes. That's what we're trying to do. We need one more cash out, bang, bang, and we gone. You know what I mean? Let's do it.
One more cash out, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna say this before I let my brother Odd fella go. That nigga can't act like he the big man when he ducking. That takes out the wind out the balloon. You feel me? So, L Foul player, what's your thoughts on the whole situation, my brother?
I'm a little bit shy to talk, bro, because I seen my man swinging that belt with the finest Eritrea leather on the screen, bro. Like, so I don't know how I could follow that up, but I think I have a difference of opinions though. As far as like Keith Thurman trying to get up to where Errol Spence is, neither one of them dudes accomplished much in my eyes, but if anything, I think Keith Thurman has accomplished a lot more. Errol Spence right now is 30. By that time, like Keith Thurman had already fought Robert Guerrero, Leonard Bundu, Jesus Soto Carras, Diego Chavez, Collazo, Porter, Danny. one unified
Come
two
on,
belts.
no, champ. Collazo was a ball.
Yeah, dude.
Collazo, Guerrero,
Collazo was a
Guerrero
tough fight
was
though,
over
bro.
there.
Like regardless,
Guerrero,
Collazo
What you
was
been
a,
smoking
I
on, bro?
understand you
That's
fucking
what I want to know.
right.
What you
Hey,
been
it's a tough
smoking on,
fight,
man?
bro.
Jack Reacher, bang the devil on that. Bang the
You know,
devil on that, bro.
but check it out though. This is 2015. With I mean, it's not like people were running from Collazo at 2015, but people like that was still a tough fight, bro. Like for that division. But regardless, though, I mean, like at what, and we're talking strictly at welterweight, like because a lot of people like to throw out Bud's resume at welterweight. Like if we're talking these fights at welter at 140 and above, this Keith Thurman to me has accomplished more, if not just as much as Errol Spence. And Errol Spence is 30 right now. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman's 32. Errol Spence, like in my eyes, hasn't been committal with the fight against Bud Crawford because he's trying to chase Manny Pacquiao. That's something that Keith already did, and he gave Pacquiao a hell of a fight. But outside of that, though, if it were up in the air as to who Errol Spence was fighting, I mean, I'd give Errol Spence a little bit more credit. But at this current juncture, and for the past at least 5 months, we already know Errol Spence is going to fight Danny Swift Garcia, the fight that nobody asked for. There's better fights on PBC that are there for Errol. No, but there's better fights.
Now let him finish.
Nah, but there's better fights on PBC for Errol. One including Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is a way better fight than Danny Swift Garcia. A Sean Porter rematch. I mean, that was a really close fight. I would probably even go as far as to say that Ugas is probably a better fight than Danny Swift Garcia. Being that Ugas went, a lot of people thought beat Sean Porter right before fighting right before Porter fighting Errol to unify the division. But for Errol to run that Danny Swift Garcia on pay-per-view more.
What happened?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just want to say this.
Yeah, he just cut out that pay-per-view, but go ahead, Ack.
Yeah.
I just want to say this. How, bro? How could he deserve that, bro? And how has he accomplished more? Earl Spence fought Kell Brook, and you comparing Kell Brook to over the hill, already beat down by Mayweather, 37-year-old Mayweather, 36, sorry, 2013 against Robert Guerrero.
Judge, don't do that. Don't do
that.
No.
We gonna do that. We gonna do that.
Yeah.
So you gotta remember,
we gonna do that.
Danny,
Wait.
Nah, but Pete came up. Danny got that belt off Guerrero.
Okay. Guerrero was still shot. I'm sorry. I don't care what. After Mayweather, he was done. I don't care what nobody is talking about. I know what I saw. He was done. You say you saying Luis Collazo compared to Kell Brook, like let's not even do that.
But that's one guy. Kell Brook is one guy though.
And then Sean Porter. We go do this. Then Sean Porter compared to Leonard Bundu. That's a mutual opponent. What did Earl Spence? I thought he killed Leonard Bundu. Leonard Bundu gave Keith Thurman a hard fight. I remember that fight. I'm glad you brought that up. I love you for that, El Foul. It's my New York brother, so I could talk. You know what I mean? That's my OG right there. I love him to death. It's not a person. I just gotta keep it real.
Objection. You're speaking out of turn, my nigga. Speaking out of turn.
But I'm not. I didn't finish my closing argument.
Take the gavel on this thing.
I didn't finish my closing argument. I let everybody else talk.
That's what I'm trying to say. Hold on. I haven't even had a chance to go yet. I want him to finish his point. Because I was listening to it.
You know what I'm saying? So now you did, now the Sean Porter, and then you did then now we're going to do the mutual opponent, like I said. You know what I mean? With the Leonard Bundu. Earl Spence, it wasn't even it was a whitewash. I remember what's her name was commentating that fight. Your Brooklyn brother, Danny Jacobs. He said, "Oh my God, he's out of there." You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman, he knocked him down in the beginning, but after that, he went the distance. Leonard Bundle went the distance with him. So I can't say that Keith Thurman accomplished more than Earl Spence, and then Earl Spence about to get Danny Garcia on his as a scout. Danny Garcia compared to Luis Collazo, like all the people that you name, Earl Spence opponents, everybody that I name, Earl Spence opponents is better than. So if anything, besides Manny Pacquiao is the only one. Manny Pacquiao is the only one. But outside of that, I feel like Earl Spence, if we being honest, Earl Spence's resume is actually better. It's actually better. Especially if he get this Danny Garcia fight. I just got to keep it real. I got to bang the gavel on that. I'm sorry, y'all. Go ahead.
So let me go ahead and give y'all my thoughts real quick. And I got a lot to say because I want to go away from the Keith Thurman fight. So let me explain the Danny Garcia fight real quick because the Danny Garcia is a better fight than Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman don't have a belt. Danny Garcia don't have a belt. So at this point, you're looking at record and resume. Keith Thurman 29-1, Danny Garcia 36-2. Danny Garcia ranked number 2 in the WBC. Keith Thurman ranked number 5. Danny Garcia ranked number 1 in the WBO. Keith Thurman's not even ranked. Danny Garcia ranked number 2 in the WBA. Keith Thurman is ranked number 10. And neither one of them is ranked in the IBF. But if you want to go with as far as prestige and what it would look like on your resume, as of right now, Danny Garcia is the better fight. And yes, you do have people actually clamoring for that fight. I don't care. I want him to fight him on the strength that this is one of the dudes that when he had a belt and Earl was trying to fight him, ducked him. I want him to go ahead and handle that.
So did Thurman.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Danny Garcia fight was made when Keith Thurman still had a belt and was before Pacquiao fight, and he was trying to fight him. He been trying to fight these guys since 2017. Danny Garcia came through first, and they made it happen before Keith Thurman started talking. So what's the point of trying to make the Keith Thurman fight when you got the Danny Garcia fight already? And then the next thing Earl said after this fight is that if he don't get Manny Pacquiao, he's going after Terrence Crawford because he wants to unify the division. Danny Garcia is mandatory at this point.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say in my eyes, Thurman's a way better fight than Danny Garcia, bro. Danny Garcia hasn't beat anybody at 147 of note. And Keith Thurman beat that, but Keith Thurman beat Errol Spence. Sean Porter in a better fashion than what Errol Spence did in my eyes. And Keith Thurman also beat.
No.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. And you're talking years ago, bro.
My client is box office attraction. Danny Garcia's last couple fights drew a mere 400,000 viewers.
So let me say this.
That nigga.
And you trying to tell me he's more of an attraction?
Hold on, because I gotta say this. I gotta say this. Keith Thurman and Danny. Here's the thing that we gotta realize. Keith Thurman, when he took them 2 years off, that knocked him out the box. Y'all gotta understand that. That's why he's not ranked high anymore. He don't even have a heart. Now he's calling people out because damn, he almost out the sport. What makes him a better fighter? We don't even know what Keith Thurman gonna look like right now. Because after he fought Manny Pacquiao, he was hurt again. He hurt his hand and he had a swole ass forehead. We don't know what the fuck he finna look like. We don't. But we've seen Danny Garcia in recent. And Danny didn't look bad. He got bit, but he didn't look bad. So how can you say that's a better fight? You've seen 3 Danny fights and you've seen 1 Keith Thurman fight in 2 years. Come on, man.
It's a fire debate, though. I like this one, though.
Yeah, I'm not taking nothing away from him. You know, and then it's a lot of people sitting here and they still scalping at Earl Spence for not taking Terrence Crawford. How? Hold on. How can y'all scoff at Earl Spence for not fighting Terrence Crawford when he's the one fighting top guys? Everybody Errol Spence is fighting right now is a top guy. Who the fuck is Terrence Crawford fighting besides Jose Benavidez? Not one of them is a top guy. Not one. Danny Garcia done fought more top guys at 147 than Terrence Crawford have. So I don't want that Terrence Crawford argument. Y'all can throw that shit out the fucking window with me.
Danny Garcia hasn't beat top 147
I didn't say he
guys.
beat him, but he done fought him. And it had better.
And you got to remember, like, too, right? Danny Garcia's last two fights against Granados and Red Cash.
Whether he won or not, he done fought better competition than Terrence Crawford. Win, lose, or draw, he has fought better competition than Terrence Crawford. And then you brought up that Keith Thurman fought Sean Porter better. I beg to differ because I still to this day say Sean Porter.
That's what I wanted to.
I say, well, you can go back and watch that fight because I had Sean Porter winning that fight when I sat and watched that fight. Nobody had Sean Porter beating Errol Spence. They thought it was a draw, if anything. Nobody had Sean Porter beating Errol. Across the board, it was a whole bunch of people had Sean Porter over Keith Thurman.
Sean Porter picked that nigga up and put him back to the ropes when he was trying to move away. Please, he wasn't doing that with Earl. He was life or death with Earl.
I may cash shit for this, bro, but in round 11, when Sean Porter fought Errol Spence, or leading into round 11, I had that fight a tie.
How do you have it a tie and Sean Porter got dropped?
No, leading into round 11.
Leading into round 11, he said.
But see, that drop, leading into round 11, if you had it a tie, that drop automatically won the fight.
I'm saying it was a close fight, though. Like,
that's a 10-8 round. If you had it 5 rounds to 5 rounds, right? And round 11 came through with a 10-8 round. There's no way Sean Porter could have came out that fight and won.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not trying to make a debate.
I know. I get what you're saying, but my point is, when we was watching the Keith Thurman Sean Porter fight, it was a whole lot of people across the internet, not just LDBC channels. I'm talking across the internet that had Sean Porter winning that fight. A lot of people even thought Sean Porter got robbed in that fight. I thought it was I thought it was a close fight. 7 rounds to 5. But I'm telling you, shout out to Law Dog. Lawrence Williams said, hey,
so, all right, let me ask you something, B-Mac. My bad, I'm sorry.
Keep that same energy.
So let me ask you something, Mac. Who do you think did a better? Who do you think had a better performance against Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, or Keith Thurman?
Keith Thurman. Me personally, I had Sean Porter really beating the shit out of Danny Garcia, but a lot of brothers said it was a closer fight. I didn't see no closer fight. I gave Danny 2 rounds. No bullshit.
I think I had something in the same vein, like 3 rounds or 2 rounds.
But whether you like
a lot
when Sean hurt himself, I'm not saying that shoulder injury wasn't that bad, but I've seen too many brothers have the same injury and they was only gone for a few months, not 2 years.
No, I'm not here to defend Thurman. Bro.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, I'm not here to make a case for Thurman, bro. Thurman ain't it. I'm just saying that there's better fights than Danny Garcia.
How can you say that? Dennis Ugas is not a better fight than Danny Garcia.
Ugas is not a better. That's why I was gonna say you reaching, bro.
It's neck and neck.
It's not a better fight than Danny, bro.
No,
I may be reaching.
You want an island by yourself on?
No. I may be reaching there, but I'm not reaching with a Sean Porter rematch. I'm definitely not reaching with a Keith Thurman fight.
That's a rematch, but that's a good money fight. I'm not taking nothing away from that rematch. But Danny Garcia is right now for Earl Spence, and Danny Garcia is a damn good fight after that wreck.
It's an eye fight.
All I'm saying, you know what I mean, before we probably go on to a next topic or something, is that niggas need to show my client some leniency. I'm not saying
fuck your
that he
client.
should be. Yeah, I'm not saying he's a better fight than Danny Garcia. You know what I mean? But when my client speaks up, you know what I mean, he has that Corona courage. Just don't hate on him so much. You know what I mean? Just allow him to speak. You know what I mean? Allow the nigga to bang. You know what I mean? Because we tryna, you know what I mean, cash out. Bang bang. That's what it is.
Keith Thurman is a lame, bro. Just retire from the damn sport. I'm tired of that dude, man.
All right.
Nah, he want to get him an Earl Spence payday before he retire. You know, we got to check y'all. But go ahead, move on, bro. Because we've been on this shit for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, we've been on this for 30 minutes. What's up with the trick? I see you in the building.
Listen, man, and please let's switch subjects before I lose more.
That's what I said I was gonna do. You gotta see.
All right.
We'll go on mute. Listen. So it came out today. Well, it wasn't the day that it came out, but I seen where Oscar De La Hoya said he's gonna make it. He's trying to come back to boxing, and he said, and I quote, "I can do some damage."
Oh, he said,
Hold on. I'm in the middle of reading. Oscar De La Hoya said, and I quote, "I can do some damage in the 154 weight class. The comeback, training, flashback Friday, Golden Boy." This was yesterday. And today, Charlo came back and responded to the Oscar De La Hoya and said, "ODH, I won't scare you or try to make you stop. Come on. You ain't been touched by this era. You said 154 because you know I'm the king. Let's go." Huh. Is that a reach? Or you think that'll be a good fight for the good match and a passing of the torch for the sport of boxing? Anybody can go.
Okay, I'll go first, man. Y'all know Jamel is my favorite fighter, Lil Twin. This a reach, and it's coming from one of the Charlo's biggest supporters and fans. I think that this is a reach. I think Oscar De La Hoya is clout chasing. He on that. Obviously he been drinking, and he on that yayo. You know what I'm saying? He's seeing all the attention that Mike Tyson is getting, Holyfield is getting for making their comebacks, and he want people to talk about him. You know what I'm saying? You barely could make fucking welterweight when you was in your prime career, bro. So you want me to believe that Oscar De La Hoya that's been eating tacos and fajitas and having utensils shoved up his ass and drinking and snorting yayo is gonna be able to make 154? You want me to believe that? I don't believe it, brother. One thing about Mike Tyson and Holyfield, they heavyweights, so they can come in whatever weight they want to come in. You know what I'm saying? And who is you gonna fight at 154, bro? Because you're not. I mean, like, I understand what Charlo's trying to do. He got his own little beefs and gripes with Golden Boy. He never did like Oscar De La Hoya after they didn't want to sign Big Charlo Mall. You know what I'm saying? But this shit right here is a reach, bro. And Twin just needs to, he just needs to let it go. You know what I'm saying? You prove your point. You know what I'm saying? And, you tried to give Ryan Garcia advice. It seemed like Ryan is kind of halfway listening to y'all because he right back into his little act with Oscar them again. You know what I'm saying? So it might be, trouble in paradise, So I honestly think it's a reach, though, bro. I think that Oscar De La Hoya just wants some attention, man. And Mel Charlo don't need to be giving it to him, bro. He need to be focusing on Jason Rosario because that dude is the real deal. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got on it, though.
Yeah, salute to Bakari King and DB in the building. Appreciate y'all coming through. I'm gonna go to Arthur with this because I know your gripe against Mel, Lil Charlo, and you really like Lil Charlo. I want to hear your thoughts on that whole situation as of the comments from Oscar De La Hoya and the comeback from Jamel Charlo.
I mean, I totally agree with the bro 503. You know what I mean? And the reaching, I mean, definitely. You know what I mean? He should be just thinking about unification. And because real talk, Rosario is the real deal, you know what I mean? And that's the fight that, you know what I mean, that's really going down. You know what I mean? De La Hoya, who said De La Hoya can make it back to 154? He don't think he can make it back to 154. He clout chasing for the fact that he's trying to put out a distraction. The real news is what's going on with his number 2 popular fighter in Ryan Garcia. We know this. You know what I mean? Don't say Virgil Ortiz. I didn't say the best, the second best fighter. I said the number 2 popular fighter, and that's Ryan Garcia. And he's making the big news when it comes to Golden Boy. But he's trying to deflect. He don't want to fight nobody. You know what I mean? And if anything, if he does have that desire, he'll set it up with a in-house fight with Patrick Teixeira, if anything. But this is a clout chase. And you know what I mean? At the same time, shame on Mel for even entertaining the thoughts of trying to get in the ring with DLH. You know what I mean? Come on now. What does that prove? You can't pass the torch. You know what I mean? That torch is like dead. You know what I mean? Ain't lit no more. You know what I mean? It's been out since Hopkins landed that body shot on that bitch. You know what I mean? The torch been out. You know what I mean? So yeah, he once again 503 was spot on. He needs to concentrate on Jason Rosario. That's my take.
All right, Ag Reacher.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
I got a feeling you got the gavel in your hand right now.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm just banging the gavel. I ain't talking about this nigga, man. I ain't gonna. I'm just giving him the gavel. That's all I can do. That's all I it don't interest me. So I gotta bang the gavel. And, you know, you could swing it to somebody else.
Damn. Well, I'm gonna swing it to MSP.
Yes, sir. I have to agree with the crew on this thing because all I'm hearing right now is that Mr. Oscar De La Hoya is cloud chasing right now. You know, the problem I have with this dude is here's a problem. Dude likes to shove like utensils right up his ass.
Damn, MSP shit. Get that, man. We ain't gonna talk about all that. We talking about boxing. Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
I ain't fuck them inanimate objects. We talking boxing. Now,
I'm just saying.
And I'm just saying, what's your thoughts on the situation?
All right. Can I proceed, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. The point is this. Dude probably was drinking and probably was smoking and doing other activities. But, you know, at the end of the day, man, like, I don't know why Jamel Charlo is even entertaining this because there's no torch to be passed after Floyd Mayweather basically took the torch and ran with it. You know what I mean? Like, it means absolutely nothing. And Oscar better worry about repairing that relationship with Ryan Garcia right now because I do believe that Ryan is getting ready to leave. I believe it. I believe that this time, I think Ryan is prepared to probably make his departure from Golden Boy, go to Top Rank, or go somewhere. You know what I mean? I think he's pretty much done with Oscar because he's seen what Oscar is. You know, the bottom line is Jamel needs to worry about Rosario because Rosario is legit, bro, and more dangerous right now at 154 and probably will have a good chance of beating him. I'm not saying he will. I'm saying he's got a good chance of beating him. And worry about that, then worry about a dude that's basically not been in boxing since 2007 after he basically weight drained himself and got his ass beat by Manny Pacquiao. That's all I got to say for that. And I'm also going to make sure that I'm going to bang the gavel on this one too.
L foul player.
Nigga, hold on. Wait, hold on. Since when did this nigga get his credentials to be a judge? I mean, since when did who gave this nigga a role? Huh?
Oh shit!
Number one, Mr. Smart. Number one, speaking from the dude that basically keeps capping for Keith Thurman every single time, though, bro. Don't even say nothing. You understand? and besides, I can bang the gavel. I can whip ass. You know, take care of my ladies with the belt. That's what I do best. You know, that's all what I do.
L5 player, let me get your comments, bro. Oh shit!
All right, thanks, man. Yeah, somebody told me Mahari's gavel is a half candle from Bed Bath and Beyond, bro. But that's inside information.
You called L5 player.
Nah, but as far as this fight goes, man, or that headline, that's more of like a National Enquirer shit, bro. Like I barely pay attention to it any of the other times that Oscar De La Hoya try to make a supposed comeback. It never materialized. Like, so I mean, it's probably been over a decade since he's last suited up. But it's also kind of corny that Jamel Charlo answered to him, man. That'd be like Jay-Z answering to Murphy Lee, or one of the guys that Oddfella has in his top 5 greatest of all time rappers, Young Jock. You know, like
damn.
And you barely hear it. You barely hear any mention of like as far as from Charlo, like anything to hype up this Rosario fight. And the Rosario fight, to me, I mean, that's like a top 3 fight right now in boxing, bro. Like, I haven't heard anything from PBC, Charlo, anything like.
Oh, so you got a case? You got a case?
Not really, because as soon as he won the belt, Charlo said he wanted that fight, and then said it many a times that he wanted that fight. Rosario, they're not going to unify right now. Jamel Charlo, the only one that called out for this fight. You need to start reading your news.
No, yeah, I mean, nigga. Like that should be the fight this should be the fight that's being made.
Shouldn't be, but he's the one calling for the fight. Rosario, the one ducking.
Yeah,
DB put a rainbow with Oscar De La Hoya in his comment.
Man, Ak, you crazy, bro.
But go ahead,
And by the way, yo, I put an objection on L5 player. You know what I mean? Talking about Young Jocks in my top 5. Get the fuck out of here. What you talking about, man? You know what I mean? I was just reviewing some old Nas. You know what I mean? He's definitely in my top 5, but I digress. Objection on that, L5 player.
Uh-oh. And by the way, hold on one second. Omega Red, bruh, cut that out though, bro. I'm gonna make you rest in peace, Mr. Undertaker. Calm down there, brother.
He said you high off of mac and cheese and Sharpies.
See, Omega Red knows. Omega Red never stops.
I got you there, boy. Got you there. You better be quiet.
Omega Red.
That boy trying to get you like you would have been one of them kids from like Midtown or Long Island, and you would have been with the white kids. He's saying sniffing glue and stuff. You better fix that, Mahari. Fix that.
Hey, he getting high off the Sharpies.
Fix that, Mahari. If you're from New York, I'm just putting it in New York terms.
Yeah, of course. y'all New York dudes, y'all fools, man.
One thing they was right about though. New York dudes is crazy. Look at Hector. Look at Hector Camacho. I was watching Hector Camacho's career. I was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I see why we got that rap as New York fighters. I see why. I see why. He's a crazy dude. Look up Hector Camacho, y'all.
Oh, hey, Omega Red.
I heard a crazy story about him.
That's one of my favorite fighters.
Yeah, I heard he was from the whoop Teddy Alice ass back in the gap.
Mm-hmm.
he was Teddy was talking about it on his podcast, man. Yeah, you. I mean, if you can't handle a New York dude, how you think you gonna handle Tay Tay, bro? Because them New York girls is
word. Tay Tay is straight New York. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I know that.
Like everything, I could tell. Like we all got it. Like El Foul got it. You hear my voice,
and she a Leo too, my nigga. So she crazy.
Hey, I'm a Scorpio too. I don't forget shit. You understand?
She a Leo though, bro. She crazy.
I know she is.
You do forget it because you forgot you called Boost.
But it's not just that she's a Leo.
Leave me alone on that shit, bro.
Abel, you ready for that though? She's in New York. You know what I mean? She's from New York, Abel. You ready for that, man?
Yeah, man. That's a lot.
Shit is real. Bro, yo, El Foul, tell him, man.
Listen, I act Reacher. We are just playing around, man. It's not even serious, man. Listen, everybody needs to understand. I joke around with Tay Tay because she's a respectable woman. Okay. All right, I'm not. Listen, if I really was really gonna take it there, I would know what I'm getting myself into. I'm not going there.
Oh, so Abel's scared. He's scared straight. You scared?
No, I'm not scared, bro.
Abel on cap. Abel on cap. Strip him of his robe. Bang the gavel. Strip him of his robe.
Cool, man.
If you bang the gavel on me, I promise you, I'm gonna take that gavel and break that shit in half, bro.
You can't break this gavel. This shit made out of walnut wood. This shit
thermite. It's made out of thermite wood, nigga.
Time out. He said that bitch was made out of walnut wood, like that bitch was made out of vibranium.
It's adamantium. Not even vibranium, Mac. It's further than that. It's adamantium. That shit Wolverine got in this box. It's Canadian.
I'm finna get back to this boxing real quick because I'm finna come off a little different than everybody else. I'm not mad at Mel because hell, like we just spoke of, Rosario said his handler said that they not fighting for unification right now. They're going in another direction. So Rosario's not on the table, and Mel been called out Mayweather last time when Mayweather was talking about a comeback. Mel want a big fight. Mel don't give a fuck who he fights. He want a big fight. I'm riding with Mel on this. If that motherfucker decide to step his foot in the ring, nigga, if you gonna come back to 154, bitch, fight the best. Fight the best. Now, as far as Oscar De La Hoya, this ain't the first time I remember him talking about a comeback. But I agree with you guys saying that he's just doing it because all these old fighters is getting all the glory and he wants some of that because he's missing it. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you like this. If that motherfucker step back in the ring, that nigga can't even beat Patrick Teixeira. That nigga will get his motherfucking ass whooped by anybody.
Now that's a fact.
But if he do come back, since you got the name cachet like you got, and you do come back, I want to see him fight, man. I want to see him fight Jamel. Me personally. Y'all ain't gotta want to see it. I do. I want to see that hoe get knocked out.
Man,
it'll be beautiful. Yeah.
Was there another topic that you brought up, man?
Oh yeah, I got one right now.
Oh, okay.
Well, was you finna get out?
No. I wasn't gonna go up. No. Go ahead, do your thing, bro.
No, what you got? What you got?
Nah, I just wanted to. No, I thought you was going into the next joint. With Bud, we didn't really touch on, but we touched on him.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's actually
because you said that you wanted the case on him.
Oh yeah, that's where I'm going next. That's where I'm going next. Okay. That's exactly where I was going next. So I know 503 jumped off. He'll be back, but I do got a case for Bud Crawford. My issue right now with Bud Crawford is his team is not putting him in the best position to or giving him the best fights at this time when he could be getting some of the biggest fights at 147 because there's a lot of people that do want to fight him right now. a lot of people that want to fight him, but they steady going in directions of Mean Machine and what was the dude he fought before Kavalauskas? It was another white dude.
American.
Yeah, American and shit like that. Like it's 147 is packed. It's too many people at 147 that he can fight. That he's not trying. And I got an issue with that. Ray Robinson is calling him out right now.
Brothers, like you tell me with the PBC, have patience, my nigga.
It's not about the patience. It's not about the patience, bro. You've had time. You had 4 fights at 147. Patience, my ass. The fight you done had at 147 was Jeff Horn. No, it was Jose Benavidez. But Jeff Horn had a belt, so you took that from him, which was that was a simple fight for anybody. Anybody could have got.
We've been calling for EJ for years now. We done got the belt. You know what I mean? We made his demands. We made his demands, and now he's a businessman. Now all of a sudden he wants to talk money. Now all of a sudden he wants to talk about how much viewerships I got. Now all of a sudden he wants to talk about how much M's I got in the bank. How much, what arenas I sell out. Instead of wanting to fight the number 2 in the division, the number 1 pound for pound in the world. You want to fight Danny Garcia and talk about Manny Pacquiao next. And then maybe me in the distant future. Well, I want EJ right now. God damn it, that's what I want. And until then, like you tell me with the PBC, have patience, my nigga.
No, this ain't got shit to do with patience right now, bro. It ain't got nothing.
Tell you do this every time, bro. Cut it out, man.
I gotta make it interesting, bro. What do you need?
Hey, well, instead of saying you do this every time, come at him with a rebuttal like this. Earl Spence, he's only been calling out for a year. When he came to the division, he called out your boy, Keith Thurman. You had people call him out since he had the belt. Hell, Earl even said he fight him when he only had 1 belt. He said, I'm not looking at Earl right now. I'm looking at the best at the division, who is Keith Thurman. That's came out of Terrence Crawford's mouth. The only reason Terrence Crawford started coming at Earl is because when Earl got that pay-per-view shot with Mikey Garcia and he sold all them, his numbers was big. I want some of that money. That's where that came in. I want that money. Before that, Terrence Crawford wasn't calling or trying to fight Earl. He want that money. When Earl and them sent him that contract, he turned it down because he said, I'm not taking 60-40. I'm 50-50. What have you done to be 50-50? You got a pay-per-view and couldn't even sell you barely sold 100,000 units. So my problem is not with him not fighting Earl. Do I want to see that fight? You fucking right. But the problem is, until you get that fight, you got other people that you could be fighting. Sean Porter, Ray Rice, Jamal James, Boots Ennis, Sergey Lipinets, who was at the number 2 spot that just so happened to get moved down to the number, what was it, the number 10? He got moved down 4 and the motherfucker. Let's go look at that. Sergey Lipinets. Let's see. Sergey Lipinets got moved from the number 2 spot to not even being in the WBO ranking. Your boy Custio Clayton is still there at number 7. Can fight him. He can fight Virgil Ortiz. It's a whole bunch of people he can fight. Luther Clay.
UK, Luther Clay.
Yep. I'm just saying. It's a bunch of people that he can fight. But hell, Maurice Hooker, they in the same stable. Maurice moved up to 147. They in the same stable. My point is, quit fighting bullshit fighters. and fight somebody. You fought your mandatory. So you ain't got to worry about no bullshit mandatory. Now fight somebody. Fight somebody of name recognition. Hell, I would love to see him fight Keith Thurman. That's my point.
We got a term in New York when we never heard of you. Keep banging. That's what the old timers used to say.
You know what I'm saying? It's fighting bullshit fights just to stay relevant. I'm gonna tell you like this: it doesn't get you ready for your next top fighter. You keep fighting bullshit fighters, you're not gonna be ready when you fight top fighters because you haven't gave yourself enough competition to prepare you for a top fighter. Sometimes skills ain't gonna do it when you fight veterans. You could be skillful than a motherfucker, but veterans got tricks. They know shit because they've been fighting longer than you, or they've been fighting around the same time as you. But fighting these bullshit fighters, the tricks, what did you learn? You just going in here, you know you're gonna win. I want to actually see Bud in some competition, man. And I know I'm not the only one on this panel.
I will say this. Bud has stopped everybody at 47. That got to mean something. I'm not going to doodle on him with that.
This is what I'm going to tell you right now. When you said that, he stopped everybody at 147. Besides,
but then we consider him to be small. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Besides Jose Benavidez, name somebody on his resume at 147 that Keith Thurman wouldn't have stopped, that Boots Ennis wouldn't have stopped.
Keith Thurman would not have stopped Jeff Horn.
Wouldn't have stopped.
Keith Thurman would not have stopped Jeff Horn. He did not stop Leonard Bundu. I do not believe that he would have stopped Jeff Horn.
Who?
Keith Thurman.
Shit, I do.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. No.
I don't believe that either.
I gotta bang the gavel on that.
The undefeated Jeff Horn that Bud fought would be very competitive with Keith Thurman.
I think stylistically he would be very competitive with Keith Thurman.
Didn't Jeff Horn get stopped by Mike Zapata?
That's different.
That wasn't the undefeated Jeff Horn. That wasn't a welterweight Jeff Horn. You know what I mean? That was a Jeff Horn that might have had some circumstances outside the ring.
I feel like
but he avenged that loss, didn't he?
I'm not saying
he avenged that loss.
I'm not saying he didn't, but he got stopped.
I feel like Jeff Horn could beat Keith Thurman. I don't think Keith Thurman can stop anybody that's at least a B minus fighter. A B minus fighter. Matter of fact, a C plus fighter better. He can't even stop. Because I looked at Leonard Bundu as a C plus fighter. And he couldn't stop him. Look what Earl Spence did to him. So I can't say that. I do not believe Keith Thurman. No. You can't buy me on that. I do not believe that. I'm with our fellow on this. I do not believe that Keith Thurman can stop Jeff Horn, even in halfway decent shape.
Bakari said, "Hell, I don't think Keith can stop Promo."
He had too much of a hard time with the Riverside Rocky. So I can't. Nah, bro. No. Hell no. Keith Thurman got a lot of showing and proving to do. I don't know what is on people's nugget lately, and just thinking that he could just come in to fights and no. He got to fight. Keith Thurman, I'm just saying he need to fight Kell Brook. He need to fight Kell Brook. I think Kell Brook is a really good. I think that's even. I think that's perfect where they at in their careers right now. I think that is a really good fight.
You better agree. I want to see him fight Boots Ennis.
Boots Ennis, man. Listen, man. That nigga Boots Ennis' whole family look mean. You see his dad?
Mm-hmm.
That I could tell he used to be a boxer. He remind me of my uncles. Like that shit ain't the game, bro. That shit is really dead ass. This shit really is not a game, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that for Keith. I think Keith got a better chance with Kell Brook. I'm trying to be diplomatic about this.
You trying to save face? Fuck all that.
That's because of the black in him. I be trying to save Andre Ward too, but I can't deal with Andre Ward. God, I hate his commentating. You know who my favorite is? Sergio Mora. I wish Sergio Mora could take all of these niggas' jobs. Because I feel like Sergio Mora is actually fair.
I fuck with Sergio Mora, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I like Boom Boom Mancini, dog.
I don't like Boom Boom Mancini. He be too punchy. He remind me of my Uncle Stu in a way. With the punchy shit. Like, I love him, but you can't be taking him shots, champ, because later in life, you know, it's not his fault, but I'm just saying, like, certain things I be worried about him. I be feeling like he be reacting off impulse a lot.
I used to like calling Malignaggi until he's exposed himself.
I really like. To me, out of the commentators, I'm sorry, I got to go with Sergio. I feel like Sergio Mora is really fair and diplomatic in what he's saying.
You know what? To be honest with you,
I mean, he had it before Deontay Wilder lost. He had Deontay Wilder as the number one dude.
Joe.
He had Deontay Wilder as the number one dude. So I can't front on Sergio Mora if now he says what he says about Tyson Fury, because he actually had Deontay Wilder before the cheating by any means necessary took place.
I'll be honest with you. You know what? Let me be honest with you. I actually liked Roy Jones Jr. early on when he was working for HBO, because he always used to give the business to Larry Merchant, you know, during the live telecast until he got punch struck even more and became more of a sellout after that.
What's the name used to too, Abel, if you remember?
George Foreman?
George Foreman. I remember one time. I remember motherfucking Larry Merchant, his Philadelphia ass, had the nerve to try to come at George. Crazy. He was like, "Yeah, man, you talking to a guy." He was talking about, it was Hasim Rahman. I mean, not Hasim Rahman. Prince Nassim Hamed was fighting, and he said he finally kind of was like going past like the 6th round, I believe, in this fight, and he says like. And Larry Merchant says, "George, you're talking to a guy that his first 25 fights, like before the 6th round, came by knockout." And then George Foreman rebutted and said, "I had 30." Like, so get out of here, bro. Yeah. That's what I've been meaning with these dudes that never fought but be commentating.
Yeah, and then after the fight, you know, when Jim Langley said, Brett, you know, Allah was not going to save from Barrera, and then George Foreman was like,
I thought that was very inappropriate from somebody that you know knows that, you know, religion. Like, that was very disrespectful. He said Allah apparently knows how to spell Barrera.
Right, bro.
He was making a real point. He said if he loses tonight, it was written by Allah. That's what Prince Nassim. You don't play around with it. Well, apparently Allah knows how to spell Barrera. Like, no, get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro.
Low key, one of my favorite commentators who's kind of like been demoted out of the game is Antonio Tarver. You know what I mean? I think he had excellent skills behind the mic. You know what I mean? Regardless of his behind off the camera activities. You know what I mean? I think he should get another chance. I know he does some bare knuckle boxing commentating, but the dude I think is very candid and on point.
I like that we talking about this. See, this is different. But like I gotta admit, bro, I want to see Sergio Mora on more different platforms.
I would like to see. I like to see Roy Jones get another chance. I really do. I think if you put him with a better,
you know why I don't like him, Abe? Why I gotta bang the gavel on Roy? Because he be
bang the gavel too. Bang it twice.
Yeah, you know what he be doing, Matt. He be rooting for these UK, these
Russian-
Eastern European dudes, like they
that's true.
like American fighters that be looking.
Don't make me bring up. Don't make me dig up the grave. Don't make me dig up the grave.
Hold on.
My boy Mitch, he loves
Shout
Roy
out to,
Jones.
shout out to Jared 11 Green in the super chat. I like Foreman. He kept the racist chick. Shout out to you, my brother. Appreciate you coming through. Hey, and I gotta say this. No, I don't want Roy Jones to come back. The motherfucker can't even talk straight. That's number one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Number two, he ain't never, and I literally mean never, came down here and gave an American fighter no respect. No respect.
Thank you, Mac. Thank you.
And that's an American fighter. I'm talking white, black, or Mexican. 3, he don't even look out for the own brothers out here that's out here in the country. You go to another country to help them guys out. You got people here that's been supporting you your entire career, and you can't even help them out because they need money. Nigga, our hood is bad. We need people like you to come to the hood and help train some of these kids and get them the fuck off the street. But now you take your bitch ass over there to East European. This is one of my favorite fucking fighters of all fucking time. He was
you're right.
in my top fighters of all time.
You're right.
You're right. Respect him. Period.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
It ain't nothing you can say that's gonna make me respect him outside of his career of boxing. Before his post career, I love Roy Jones. Now, fuck Roy Jones, and it's just like that.
My boy Mitch, he live in Florida now. He from Jersey, bro. I used to train with him in Camden. He loved Roy Jones. You know, Roy Jones stood him up for one of these Eastern European motherfuckers.
Well, y'all had the same energy when I bring the case, and I gotta dig up the grave for Emmanuel Stewart. Rest
You
in
can bring
peace.
it up.
You can bring it up. You can open it up, expose it.
Go ahead, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
He started it.
Because it's learned behavior. It's learned behavior. Whether you want to bring it back to Roy Jones, whether you want to bring it back to Sugar Hill, they all learned it from Emmanuel Stewart. He was the original one that got onto that code of hyping the Eastern European boxer. Emmanuel Stewart.
Let me jump in this and say this. At least Emmanuel Stewart was still training American fighters. Emmanuel Stewart was in Deontay Wilder's corner. Emmanuel Stewart was in a lot of these top fighters' corner. He was out here training.
He got a point. He got a point, though. He got a point. Still, he got a point. He was still, even though he was putting the Eastern European over the black fighters and stuff like that, he was still working with a lot of black American. He was.
And what was he doing on HBO? Was he hyping those same African American boxers? I think not. I think he was hyping and part of that agenda of hyping the Eastern European boxer. That was the agreement for him to stay on HBO. Let's be real. Let's be real. When you have guys, you know what I mean, like Andy Lee, all of a sudden living in Detroit, living in the west side of Detroit.
You do know before Andy Lee started fucking around up there in Detroit that my Ronnie Shields was training him, right?
We're not talking about Ronnie Shields. No. Stop spinning. Stop spinning. Yo, let me talk about his pet project, Vladimir Klitschko. You know what I mean? Who was once broken glass, but all of a sudden Emmanuel Stewart put him back together again and fed him to the American public. But the American public still didn't like this guy.
You steady trying to put up if you want to put up a case against a trainer outside of Roy Jones, your best bet was to say Buddy McGirt.
Facts. And Mac liked Buddy. I'm surprised you did that.
Wow.
I'm surprised you did that. Shout out to my Long Island bro.
Because Buddy has trained American fighters. He just don't have any in the stable now. His American fighters literally left him, and he was left out and didn't have nowhere to go, so he went overseas. But he started out training American fighters. He got a call. He was out on his dick. He didn't have shit and went over there and now he's back to making money. Before then, all his fighters left. So,
Well, that's different.
but Roy Jones, no, ain't no Roy Jones left us.
Yeah, and he learned it from Emmanuel Stewart.
He didn't learn it just from Emmanuel Stewart. He had a lot of resentment towards the American amateur system. That fueled him to do it also.
But see, that's it. Why you got the money? You could have got you a mean ass protege right there out of Florida, right out of Pensacola, Florida, trained him, and you could have took him out of the American system and somewhere else and let him fight. If you knew he was gonna be something serious. See, that's the difference. He's not taking the time. It's not even about the amateur system. Fuck the amateur system. How many undefeated amateurs do you know? Don't worry, I'll wait. The amateur system is to help get you ready for the pros. So you can resent it all you want to. It's to help you get ready for the pros. Get in the pros and go in there and act and do what the fuck you and do what you was trained to do and whoop somebody's ass. Because it ain't about how many punches you land and throw and who's the aggressor. It's actually about the fighter. It's about defense, offense. You know what I'm saying? It's a more sophisticated game. It's actually chess. You ain't playing checkers no more. You're not playing Connect Four no more. You're going in here with a game plan, not just throwing punches. You could have been a part of that, but he chose not to. So fuck him.
Yeah, you got a point there. I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. And Emmanuel Stewart, nah, I'm sorry, brother. He was still training American fighters. I will say this before we get up out of here, though. Y'all know my boy Gilbert Ramirez is no longer with ESPN.
Facts. Top rank, yeah.
So hopefully he don't sign with Golden Boy, but I have a feeling that's where he's going. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm surprised the Golden Boy is still in business after all this time, bro.
what you mean?
It ain't hard.
They really ain't. Promote boxing promotion.
It ain't hard.
If you got the money, oh shit. If you got the money, that's all it really takes. Got the money, you got champions, and you can go get some of these you can go get some of these little kids out here, and like they always done, hide them and all that shit. I hope he don't hire Tristan Calcrew. I haven't heard after Rashidi Ellis beat Gomez. I haven't heard him coming up for another fight.
Yo, how Manny been?
I haven't talked to Manny getting married, but
you told me that.
Yeah, he getting married and he just passed his test, getting ready. Well, he's going to be a firefighter.
Oh yeah, you told me that. Yo, that's a fact.
Yeah, and then Chris got his own podcast now.
Oh, he do?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been kind of.
He's still managing fighters, Chris?
I don't know. Chris moved to Texas.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, he's staying in El Paso. So yeah, it's been different. He just had Bomac on his channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
get Bud on there, and we be talking. first man to get Bud on this channel, I'm giving him $100. $100. First man to give me the scalp of Bud.
Man, I got a chance of being rich than the other C.
Or woman. It's probably gonna take a woman that know boxing to really get him on channel. That's what it's gonna take. She's gonna have to look like something too.
Like in the ring with Christine.
There you go. That's what it's probably gonna take to get Bud. That's where we've been going all wrong with it. We've been thinking, let the dudes let the girls try to get the interview with him. He'll answer. He'll answer.
Yeah, a nice BBW. That's what Bud like. I know what.
Yeah, facts. That's all you gotta go off for. You gotta see this. How you get a dude. You gotta see what type of picture he be liking on his social media. Go take it from there. Take it from there.
But we finna get up out of here, man. We've been on for about an hour and 20. We had a great show today. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it's fun. So, MSP, let me go ahead and get some last words, my brother.
Hey, thanks for having me on here. And a little side note there, salute Tay Brown. How you doing, sister? Hope you're staying safe out there in New York. We appreciate you everything you do out, fighting out there this COVID-19 pandemic, yo. You know what I'm saying? But thanks for allowing me to come in there, chop it up though too. I'm telling you right now, let us strap for Keith Thurman on site. You understand? And no, Mega Red, I'm not gonna run for nothing, bro. I ain't running for nothing. All right. But either way, appreciate the link though, man. It was fun. You know what I mean? But hope we can do this again in the future. And we got to continue to put the pressure on these fighters to fight against the best. That's the only way we're gonna get the fans back into the sport. So that's just my 2 cents. But thanks for allowing me to come on. And y'all have a good night.
All right. Fella, let me get some last words, my brother.
Indeed. Once again, salute for shooting that link. You know what I mean? It's been a minute. You know what I mean? Talking that boxing talk. I think it was last week. We was on a hip hop flex. You know what I mean? Talking that Southern hip hop, some of the greatest hip hop albums and whatnot. So yeah, it was good to talk some boxing.
I actually might have a treat for change. Like a real treat. We're gonna bring that Southern hip hop talk back, but I might have a little flip on. We'll see.
Fliperachi.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been chopping it up with him. I gotta hit it back. We wanted to hear some of the episodes and shit, so I sent it in.
Well, we'll see what it do. You know what I mean? Yeah, salute to the whole panel. It's the usual suspect team. It's your favorite yet your most hated odd fella. And I'm Gizon.
All right. Close us out, bro.
Man, salute, man. This was a fun show today. They had me cracking up. Salute to everybody that participated in the chat. Y'all had me cracking up too. As far as the comment Lawrence Williams said, I was keeping the same energy, bro. I wasn't giving credit to Sean Porter for losing to Keith Thurman. But at the same time, Keith Thurman didn't beat him better than Earl Spence did. That was the only point I was trying to make. But other than that, it's your boy Act Reach. I never steer you wrong. Court is now adjourned. I'm out.
Yeah, I was the one giving credit for losses because I was saying Danny Garcia had a better record had a better resume at 147 than Terrence Crawford because he done fought better competition. Whether win, lose, or draw, he's just got a better resume. It's at this point it's about who you fought and the numbers that you bring into the table. Because just because you're the best and want to fight the best, you still got to bring them numbers too. That's all I'm saying. But man, shout out to the LDBC, man. I appreciate everybody that came through in the chat, that super chat. Y'all make sure y'all like this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Share this video to all your social media platforms. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you can get the notification every time I go live. I appreciate everybody came through, everybody in the panel. 503 Line, L5 Player, MSP, Mahari Sports Nations Podcast, my brother, Odd Fella, the most hated Odd Fella, and my brother, Quattro Cinco, aka the Jab Jamboree. I appreciate y'all coming through and showing me love, man. And it's your boy Mac with another episode of Ringside Views, and y'all already know you ain't got to get ready if you stay ready, man. Peace.